Hello, and welcome back. I know it's been a little bit. I know it's been some time. I know you're like, who is this bitch? It's still me, guys. How are ya? What's up? Sorry, I've been MIA. I've just been fucking busy. Like, I don't have anything other to say, but, like, I did a cross-country move and started a new role, a new job. So, yes, that does lead to the question of, yes, I do have a big girl job. I am able to work in a professional setting. I know it's very, very shocking, but weirdly enough, people do want to employ me, so it is not all just self-funded projects. Hooey, this is off to a great start. Yes, so I did a cross-country move to California. We are currently in my office. I didn't even take a sip, hold on. We are currently in my office, which is just the den. It's just a little thing. As you can see, my wallpaper behind me, it really sets me up for success in my role with what I'm doing. Yeah. So I wanted to come on here and talk to you guys about what's just been going on with little me and everything. For starters, I did move from New York area to LA area, so I am now westbound and down. I know that's not what the show was called, but I had to do something. But fun fact, my dog decided she wanted to potty train herself, so we now have to take her on walks multiple times a day, which, you know what, I'm happy that she doesn't shit in the house anymore, but I'm really upset that I'm getting a lot more cardio than I'd like. Besides that, I've been really just stagnant honestly, just working on work. I've been at this role for about 3 weeks now. And I just treading along, making sure I'm doing everything right. It's kind of why I've been so MIA, just because this is a very important job to me. And I don't want to mess it up so much that I didn't say fuck it up. But now I just did, so just put my foot in my mouth. But no, I don't want to fuck it up. I don't want to fuck up a role. I don't want to fuck up a new job. That would suck. It would be my luck, but it would totally suck. So here's to hoping. I'm tired of being unemployed. That was a long time. But you know what I do miss? I miss sleeping in. I do. I really do. I miss sleeping in, and I miss just, like, being able to do whatever the fuck I wanted that day. Like, I am now bound to this chair and this desk and all these computers that you cannot see because I'm recording on them. But I'm just subjected to them for like 8 hours a day. And then I can't get out of them because this is like my apartment. So I'm then just sitting there just thinking about work when I'm off work. And it's actually a really vicious cycle that I think the pandemic hasn't brought up yet, is how uncomfortable it is to work in your own home. Like, yes, it's great. We can wear sweatpants. We can do whatever we want. But, like, you're constantly surrounded by work. And I guess that's, like, one of those things that, like, I always turned off, like, as soon as I left work. Like, I wouldn't follow up with emails and stuff. And now that I'm in a new role and I'm really trying to be impressive and, you know, just be the best version of myself that's not a complete asshole, I try to take a little more pride in my work. Yeah. So, that being said, we moved. I don't have any gigs booked because, like, there's no gigs out here because nothing's open in LA. So, like, that's super fun. And then, what else is going on? I don't know, football started, so I pretty much lost my fiance. I haven't worked out in like 3 weeks because I stubbed my toe. And just like working, trying to figure out like navigating through work since I work in central hours, but I live in the West Coast. Besides that, I don't really know what else is going on, guys. I am just hanging out. I remember one of my followers, aka friends, because I'm not popular enough to have followers. One of my friends Braylon, she told me to rank the cities I lived in. And that was a really good idea. And I do want to do that. I do. But you also have to know, by me ranking the cities I lived in, I then have to rank myself as I was in that city. So I moved a lot for a lot of different, like, look at me, just working along, like being a cool girl, like not logging off at 6:30. No, favorite places I've lived. So definitely my favorite place to live that I've ever lived, Chicago. Chicago was hands down my favorite city that I lived in. I was a terrible fucking person in Chicago. I was a little bottle rat running around doing like really not great things. And you know what? I don't resent myself for that. I don't love it, but I don't hate it. And it's okay. I wasn't the best version of myself. I let myself fall. I was really mature from like 17 to 21, 22. And then when I turned 22, I just shit the bed for like 2 years and was just like a fucker and just like went out all the time and partied and like always drunk, smelled like alcohol when I woke, like just like the worst version of myself. Like acting like I was a college kid. And if you knew me in Chicago, if you know me from Chicago, thank you. Because the reason you're still interested in what I have to say is beyond me. Second, I would say is Hoboken, New Jersey, the second time. The second time we lived there, it was actually really awesome, considering the first time fucking sucked. No, it was just we were in a different place in our life. I was able to work. I had a little bit of more financial freedom. I really felt like I was coming into my own. I just did have a lot of super bad depression and anxiety due to personal reasons that I'm not going to air out on here. That's between me and Jose, and it stays between me, Jose, and Dr. B if we're adding in my psychiatrist. So that's always fun. Yeah, I was a really good person in regards. Like, I worked out all the time. I was planning for the wedding. I was, like, getting it. But, like, I also was so strung out. I couldn't do anything but watch Bravo and Instagram myself and get, like, super drunk. I was probably drinking, I think at one point I was drinking a bottle of tequila every 2.5 days. I'm sorry, a bottle of vodka. I don't know why the fuck I said tequila. I am not that dirty of a bitch. A bottle of vodka every 2.5 days. Not that that's much better, but, like, it's a little better. And now it's, like, not that bad. When I got let go, it got kind of bad, but it really wasn't that bad. You know, I was already working on it pre-COVID, so, like, when COVID hit and I lost my job and had to cancel the wedding and everything, like, I didn't feel like such a wreck because I felt like the year before that was such a bigger wreck that, like, literally nothing could bring me down. It is a delusional optimism at its finest because I am not an optimist. My third favorite place, Dallas. I loved when I lived in Dallas with David. Oh my god. I had the fucking life. I bottle served, bartended, I hung out with friends, I ate queso all the time. I was 19, 20, I was skinny. And I was more mature then because I legally was not allowed to drink. And I worked in a scene where I was around alcohol. So I was more mature then than I was at the ripe age at 22 to 24. You know, and I feel bad for David for that, but you know what? Nothing was as terrible as New York round 1. Ugh. So this is right after David graduates college. This is right when we moved to the city for the first time, and it is just, I turned 21 when we were moving, and it was our first time in the real world together. And we were in a 360 square foot apartment. You guys, I get unwell thinking about it because, like, David and I just lived in, like, misery for a year. Like, he was so miserable at what he was doing, and I was so fucking miserable just from, like, you know, not being in the industry anymore and trying to, like, grow up and be an adult. And my time wasn't out yet. I felt like I didn't get enough of that experience. Like, I had to grow up really young, and so I was really, like, affected by that, and it didn't come out until years later, until, like, my psychotic breakup 2019, which really doesn't sound that long ago, because it really wasn't, but it was, like, early February of 2019. Like, it was really bad. David called the police on me. Like, I then realized I had to get out of the industry. I had to service industry. I had to get my life together. I had to get my life on track, because at this rate, I could have ended up still doing all the terrible, terrible things I was doing. And I was a newly engaged person. Like, I recognized my wrongs, and that's all I can do. So, repeat and repent, as they say. It's you know, that one time in Jewish holiday in the New Year's where you are to repent and speak no evil and do all of that. I don't know how I know all this without actually knowing what the holiday is called. Oh, well, that's not going to be lovely. So yeah, that's just been me. That's been everything. So yeah, started a new role. Live in LA now. I'm gonna work on some skits. Really need to just hammer those out, but I'm not really living life right now because I'm stuck inside working. So like all of my skits are based off stuff that happened to me in real life. So it's very hard to do it when I'm not walking the streets of New York and getting catcalled every day, or chasing a mouse. So it really sucks, but we're gonna be okay, guys. We're gonna live. It's officially fall. Get all your fall decor out. I don't have too much. I just get these little skeleton glasses. And yeah, I enjoy a little festive here and there, a little pumpkin spice, but not a full decor. I'm not like a ceramic pumpkin sort of person. I have them. I shouldn't. But I'm like, you won't catch me at the little like thing in Target to get stuff at. No, I would rather die. So yeah, guys, that is the update. I have just been busy and tired and busy and moving and busy and working and busy and moving and yeah. So this was a good little update. Glad you guys could come along to the Espy Show. As I produce, finance, and support talent on this show, it is truly in my heart at all times, and I wish that I could just devote more to this, but I gotta take over the fucking world. Because they don't know I'm coming, but I'm taking that bitch by storm. Let's go! Alright, everyone that hasn't turned this year around also should do that. We're like in October. Like, you can turn this year around. Like, there's still some times. There's holidays. They're magical. That was a sidetrack. You guys, thank you for watching the Espy Show. A good 14 minutes of just me word vomiting for the first time in about 3 months. So enjoy, you guys, and I will catch you next time. Like and subscribe, and I will actually follow through and post more, and not just say I'm going to post more and then not post more. Alright, guys, thanks for watching. I will catch you on the flippity flip, and if you have any ideas for a video, let me know. DMs, Finespy, the Espy channel on YouTube, all that good stuff. You guys,